Libra, Spirit says this moment in your life is no accident. You're standing before a threshold that was written into your soul's timeline long before you arrived here. You felt it building quietly, the changes, the strange coincidences, the sense that life has been rearranging itself behind the scenes. That's not your imagination. A once-in-a-lifetime energetic doorway is opening, and only your conscious yes can let you walk through it. This door isn't about luck. It's about readiness. Spirit says you're being called to release what once balanced you, but now limits you. The scales are resetting for your higher destiny. Before we open this deeper transmission, a quick reminder: my one-on-one private readings start at $9, and my $99 monthly membership offers ongoing intuitive mentorship, personalized tarot guidance, and manifestation alignment sessions for those ready to live from their higher timeline. Spirit says, if your soul has been asking for clarity, this is the time to step forward. You are closer to your breakthrough than you think. Now let's open the message Spirit has for you, Libra, about this sacred door and the 5 energies that will shape how you walk through it. The first card appearing for you is the Lovers, and Spirit says this energy goes far deeper than romance. It's about divine choice, values, and alignment. The Lovers symbolizes the crossroads where your heart and mind finally agree, where inner conflict gives way to clarity. Lately, you've been torn between comfort and growth, familiarity and authenticity. Spirit says the door in front of you will only open when you choose from truth, not obligation. Emotionally, this card signals a healing of divided loyalties. You may have been saying yes to too many things that no longer align with your real desires. Relationships, work patterns, or responsibilities that keep peace on the outside but create unrest within. The Lovers calls you to realign with what genuinely resonates, even if it temporarily shakes external harmony. Energetically, this marks the return of divine union within yourself. The balance between giving and receiving, logic and intuition, masculine and feminine, all are recalibrating. Spirit says you've tried to keep everyone else in balance for years, but now the universe is balancing you. The moment you prioritize authenticity over approval, the door will begin to glow with unmistakable clarity. Psychologically, the Lovers reveals how far you've come. You used to need validation to make decisions. Now Spirit asks you to choose with self-trust. This is the point in your story where you stop seeking signs and start becoming one. The next energy unfolding is the 7 of Pentacles, the card of patience, reflection, and divine timing. Spirit says this phase of your life has felt like a long waiting period. You've been investing effort, emotion, and energy without clear results. But behind that stillness, roots have been growing stronger. This is the moment before visible harvest, and Spirit wants you to know your efforts haven't been in vain. Emotionally, this card reflects your quiet frustration, the kind that comes from doing everything right and still not seeing breakthrough. Spirit acknowledges that fatigue, but also reminds you, divine timing is not delay, it's orchestration. The energy of the door you're about to walk through is heavy with accumulated rewards, things that couldn't bloom earlier because you weren't fully ready to sustain them. Energetically, the 7 of Pentacles brings stability after uncertainty. Spirit says this is the pause before acceleration. You're learning to trust the unseen, to know that even when nothing moves, everything is aligning. The moment you stop doubting the process, momentum returns. Practically, this card calls for a real assessment of where your energy goes. Are you nurturing projects or people that no longer grow? Spirit says pruning is required. Don't be afraid to redirect your attention from effort that drains to effort that multiplies. This act alone will open space for something new to thrive. Then appears the Page of Swords, symbolizing curiosity, clarity, and mental awakening. Spirit says this is where new insight arrives, unexpectedly, sharply, and truthfully. A message, conversation, or realization will soon cut through confusion and show you what this doorway really is. It may not come gently, but it will bring freedom. Emotionally, this card asks you to stay curious rather than defensive. Not every challenge is an attack. Sometimes it's a mirror showing where you've outgrown old thinking. Spirit says your next chapter requires a fresh perspective, one that allows learning without fear of imperfection. Energetically, the Page of Swords carries a youthful restlessness. You might feel mentally overstimulated or called toward research, studying, or exploring new paths. Spirit says follow that urge. It's your soul gathering tools for the next level. Don't dismiss the sudden interest that seems unrelated to your current path. It's a breadcrumb. Psychologically, this card represents the courage to ask better questions instead of demanding instant answers. Spirit says this phase of your evolution isn't about certainty, it's about curiosity. The Page of Swords is your reminder. Clarity doesn't always come before the leap. Sometimes it comes because of it. Your fourth energy is the Ten of Wands, the release point. Spirit shows you have been carrying too many responsibilities for too long. Emotional burdens, self-imposed expectations, and tasks that belong to everyone but you. This card arrives as divine permission to put them down. The door ahead requires lightness, not heaviness. Emotionally, this card acknowledges exhaustion. You've been holding it all together. Work, family, inner growth, and external performance, while pretending it's easy. Spirit says, you've proven your strength, you don't need to prove endurance. It's time to delegate, simplify, and let go of what no longer aligns with peace. Energetically, the Ten of Wands represents completion. You've reached the end of an old karmic pattern, the part of you that equated worth with overgiving. Spirit says as soon as you set down unnecessary loads, you'll feel the vibration around you lift instantly. The door can't open while your arms are full. Release creates access. Practically, Spirit guides you to start saying no with love. No to obligations that don't reflect your truth. No to emotional weight that's not yours. No to guilt disguised as duty. The freedom you crave isn't something to find, it's something to reclaim. And finally, Spirit places before you the Strength card, a powerful culmination that shows your true readiness. Strength isn't about control or dominance. It's about the quiet confidence that comes from inner harmony. Spirit says this door opens when you choose calm over chaos, faith over fear, and integrity over approval. Emotionally, this card is the healing of self-doubt. You've walked through enough storms to realize you don't need to chase peace. You are peace. The next phase of your life will ask you to lead from inner stillness, not urgency. This is where you discover that gentleness is not weakness, it's mastery. Energetically, strength integrates everything you've learned. You're no longer reacting to life, you're responding with intention. The portal before you vibrates at the frequency of emotional stability, compassion, and grounded courage. Every lesson you've endured has sculpted this inner strength. Spirit says, you're ready now. Not because everything's perfect, but because you've proven you can remain centered in imperfection. Practically, strength calls for consistency. Keep showing up, even in small ways, for what aligns with your higher path. Speak truth calmly. Move slowly when everything tempts you to rush. Trust that when you remain anchored in your integrity, divine timing accelerates. This door will open not through force, but through unwavering presence. And affirmation for you. I release what drains my balance and embrace what restores my truth. I walk forward with courage, clarity, and calm, trusting that this door was always meant for me, and I am ready to step through it.